Today I'm going to be talking about my Meps process. My Meps process was a little different. I know some people usually take the ASVAB one day, then if they pass, and the next day they stay in the hotel, then they go do their medical and everything the next day, and then I believe the same day they pick their job, or like the next day they pick the job, depending on what time they get to picking their job. But mine's a little different. I kind of came in to the Navy with my ASVAB because I had took it with the Army National Guard. To find out how I went from the Army National Guard to the Navy is another story. I'll put in another video. But yeah, so I ended up with the Navy, active duty, of course. And I believe I went to my recruiting office in Brooklyn on May 21st. So if you're watching this, it might be a little bit farther than May 21st. Yeah. Like way past May 21st. So boom, you go to the my experience with Meps. So, well, my Meps 2-day type of experience with the hotel and everything. So you get to the hotel. The hotel was like 50 minutes from my recruiting office. So my recruiter dropped me off. You go in and there's this room with everybody from different military branches, reserves, guards, or active duty members, and you basically wait online till the lady calls like your branch, and then you sign this paper, like this form, to get your dinner ticket for that day, and then your breakfast ticket for the next morning. There's like a little pamphlet or something that are on the chairs that you put to sit down and read, to give you like a breakdown of the rules and stuff before you so you know what to expect the next day or the next morning. So basically my experience was I got there, I want to say around 2 p.m. I got my room and everything. I remember my room, it was like 305, room number 305. I got there. There was nobody in my room when I got there, so I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, I gotta get the whole room to myself. But no, that wasn't the case. Like, I want to say 30 minutes later, guy from I believe it was from the Air Force, he came in, and he was my roommate for the night. So he was pretty cool. We talked to each other a little bit, nothing crazy. So I fell asleep as soon as I got settled. I don't know, something about the AC in a hotel and the bed is just, I don't know, it's heaven. I was just gone. So I fell asleep and I was knocked out till about, I want to say 6-ish. Because our hotel, we had to get dinner by 9, I believe. So I think I got dinner about 8 o'clock. I went upstairs, I gave them my ticket card that you get when you first get to the hotel. And then I ate. It was decent. The food was decent. Nothing great. I just had the pasta and like some vegetables and stuff. And I believe they had like Coke, which is kind of weird because I don't drink dark soda. But that's all they had. So yeah. Anyways, so then I went back upstairs, and from I want to say 8:39 till 4 o'clock the next morning, I was up. Mind you, we're supposed to wake up at 4 to get on the bus by 5, to be ready by 5 to get on the bus to be at Meps by like 6-ish or whatever it is. So I couldn't sleep. I was anxious. I was nervous. I was confused. I was just ready to do what I had to do, and I couldn't sleep. Called my parents, called my family, just to get some pointers on what to do, where to go, just everything. I'm a very I overthink a lot, so, and my moves have to be like precise and like calculated, and this was kind of like not one of those times where my moves could have been, because it wasn't much I could do about what was gonna happen the next day. But anyways, the next day came, boom, I stayed up till 4 or 5. 4 o'clock came, boom, got ready, took a shower, went down to eat breakfast, and you have to go downstairs with your partner. So he had went down like 10 minutes before me. I didn't know you had to wait for your partner, or your roommate. So then I got downstairs, we ate breakfast, then they put you on the charter bus, women first, then men. I was on the second bus, but I sat in the front. Sit in the front. If you want to get through the process quickly as possible, don't go to the back of the bus. Sit in the front of the bus, so you be the first ones off the bus and first in line to get through the whole Meps, because it's a process. So around the bus ride, it was a nice little bus ride. I had my headphones in. I didn't have my music up too loud because I know I had to do a hearing test today, so I didn't want that to kind of affect my hearing for any reason. So I kind of had my music lower than I would usually play it. So yeah, I had my music playing, bus ride. It was nice. People were talking, because on the bus you have people that's shipping out, going to boot camp, and then you have people that's like in different processes at Meps, whether it's like about to take the ASVAB or going through medical or going to do their oath and signing the day. So just different categories of people just getting their process done on the bus. So then we get to the Meps, in Brooklyn, and what happened? A lady, she came on a bus. She took the shippers off first, and then after that there was people who was doing the medical, which is me. So I got off second, and we waited online. Then we go through the Meps building. Now you go through, security, put your bag in the bin, take the bin with you, go through the metal detector, and then you go to this room. There's somebody in the room, a military personnel, watching everybody, put their stuff down and stuff like that. And all you bring is your social ID. You can bring your wallet, but you can't have any electronic devices, no phones, headphones, nothing like that. Watches, nothing like that, because they said if you get caught with it, minimum 30 days, you can't come back to a maximum of 6 months, depending on where they catch you with it. Don't even try, or it's not worth it. You can't really even use your phone anyway, so just put your phone away. So I have my wallet, ID, and social on me. I had brought my passport just in case. I ended up kind of needing it later on in the day, but I had brought it just in case. So boom, first thing is that we're lined up, and trust me, like if you thought waiting in the airport was long, or whatever else, or waiting for shoes or you thought those lines were long, Meps has the longest lines, okay? So boom, so the first thing I did was got checked in, got my sticker, my visitor tag for the day or whatever. This is also like your meal ticket or something like that. So put it on your right side of your chest, and then I went up these stairs, and we were just waiting it was a long line. Like the stairs went up like that way, and I was like at the bottom of the stairs just waiting. By the time I got to like the staircase, people already lined up to start the medical. So the first thing I did was medical. They did my blood pressure and like heart rate and temperature and stuff like that. Then the second thing I did was the hearing test. So basically you're in this room. It's kind of looks like a studio a little bit, if you've ever been in a studio, but it's like different. How should I put this? It's kind of like a booth, but there's like, you sit down, like you're about to record music, but there's like other booths next to you. It's so weird, but yeah. So basically, there's people next to you, and you put on these headphones. Make sure that they're on your ear properly, so that you can actually hear when the beeps go off, because that's very important. And you get this little thing to hold in your hand to press the button whenever you hear the beeps. So I said there's about I think there's like 6 or 7 of us in the room. And the lady comes in, tells us like what's gonna go on, then boom, boom, boom. Then we start the test. When you hear the beep, you click the red button, da. So we went through that. Then the next thing we did was the eye test. It was like right around the corner. The eye test, how did that go? The eye test, it was pretty good. First did I have to read the no? Okay, so you look into this thing. I forgot what the machine is called, but you look into it and you can see the letters. And it's like the machine version of the wall. You know, when you go to the doctor's office and make you like cover your eyes and read and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, but like the machine version. So you look through it and read the letters or whatever, blah blah blah. And then they had like a color test that you had to read, where like it's like dots in different colors, but then like had numbers like in the dots, which would be a little shade higher or darker, I guess to test your color perception. And then what else did they have? Oh, and then I had to take a depth perception, which is we put on like 3D goggles, and I had to read these. I think there are circles or zeros were on the paper, but like some of them like pop out to you, so you have to like pick which one that pop, whatever. I ended up passing. I didn't know if I passed, but ended up passing that. Then after that, we had to wait for the briefing, which is where they go over like everything you're gonna go through during the day. Cause with the physical now, you do have to kind of get naked, and I can speak for the guys. The doctor will be examining every part of you. Not to like in a crazy extent, but you will be checked out. You will be checked out. So they basically went over like what the doctors can do and can't do, and basically going over what you should allow and shouldn't allow the doctors to do to you. And you know, they went over like sexual assault, sexual harassment, what's the differences. They also went over rules and guidelines and just basic stuff, just so you know what to do, what to say, and what to do basically. But listen to your recruiters. Whatever your recruiter tells you to do, just do it. Yeah, just do what your recruiter says to do. What else? Okay, so then after that, what did I do? Okay, after that, I took my blood. I'm not scared of needles, so it was like 1-2 to my blood. And then the next thing I had to do is the P test. Now, this was a crazy experience. Again, I can speak for the guys. I don't know about I've heard stories about the women, but I'm not gonna speak on it because you know I'm not a woman. But for the males, for the men, my experience was basically it was like 8 of us into the bathroom, and there was like I'll say like 6 urinals lined up, and then like some on the other side. So then 6 of us lined up, and then like the others went to the other side, and then we got a cup. We each had a cup with like our social security number and stuff like on it, like our personal identification information on it, and we had to open the lid, put it down on the urinal, and then take a step back from the urinal. So usually like you're peeing in the urinal, but you have to take a step back. Now remember, like everybody's lined up doing this at the same time. It's because the doctor has to see the pee come out of you, like literally has to see the pee come out of you. So it was awkward. I kind of got what's the word? Stage fright? There you go. I kind of got stage fright because like out of your peripheral, like you can like kind of like but I was trying to keep focus on, you know, peeing in the cup, but like you're away from the urinal, so it's like you're just out like open, and the doctor's like, hey, number 2, fill up your cup more. It's like, what did he say? Yeah, it was an experience, but you get through it. Everybody goes through it, so everybody's feeling the same way. So you do that, then you line back up on the other side and give your urine in. Then after that, what did I do? I think I did my height and weight. I did my height and weight next. And then, mind you, I'm saying this, but this is taking like hours. This is not like, it's not going as fast as I'm saying it. Like I'm waiting in between each thing I do. So put like 20-30 minutes in between each thing that I said I've done so far. So I did my height and weight, and then after that I got to see the doctor. My doctor was pretty cool. It was funny because we was doing our physical and a bee came in, and then he was trying to kill the bee, but I don't believe in killing insects, so especially bees, because they're very important. So I made him, well, I didn't make him, but the doctor like locked the bee into the bathroom, and then I made him promise not to kill it, like he'll let it go, because I was trying to find something to catch it in and let it out, but there's nothing to like catch it with, and we had a physical to do. So he said he'll kill save the bee's life.
It was another great day of saving the bees.
Then the doctor went over like my history. Actually, I went to the urgent care like I think a week before I went to Meps because of my ankle, but it was nothing serious. But he did see it on my record. So but he saw like it was nothing serious. So he just asked me about it, and I told him, and that was about it. Then he started doing like making me like do this, do that, like push up, push down, stuff, just physical stuff. And what else did I have to do? I have to do the duck walk. I don't even think I did the duck walk properly, honestly. Like, I just felt like I was just crawling on the ground, honestly. I could not do the duck walk to save my life. Like, I watched videos before I went, and I thought I had it. I didn't have it when it was time to do it. I honestly didn't. But hey, I passed. So then he made me take my pants off and pull my underwear down, and then I had to like cough or something like that. Then I had to like spread my buttocks. I think bend over or something. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Got that over with. Done. Passed the medical, which was really like the only thing I was worried about. Well, not worried about because I knew there was nothing wrong with me, but that's not for me to determine. That's for them to determine. So I passed that. So I knew like, boom, I'm good. So then I think I finished around lunchtime. So then you get lunch. It was a sandwich, chips, cookie, and a drink. I didn't eat the sandwich. It was like, if you ever went to like public school, it was like that. Plus my stomach is hurting from the breakfast I ate at the hotel. So be careful what you eat the day of, because my stomach was hurting the whole day, like the whole day. So basically after that, I went to we call it the liaison's office. Well, the Navy office. And I do want to say thank you to the people in there, because they were fighting for me to get my proper rank. Because I'm coming in with college credits. So I believe it's 45 minimum to become an E3, and I had way over 45. But my transcript was weird, so like it wasn't reflecting it on a transcript, but the amount of credits I accumulated at the schools that I attended was over 45. So, but the guy at the in the office, I think his name is Mr. Seeley, he fought for me, and my chief from the recruiting office, he fought for me and got on the phone and made some calls and made it happen. So I'm really glad that they really did that for me, because I know a lot of people, I've heard stories of a lot of people not getting the proper rank going in because of situations with the college credits. And so it's like, you have them, they're not really benefiting you at the moment, because like, I don't know if you have a degree or whatever, but like if you don't, then it's like you might as well use them for it to benefit you and get a higher rank. Because now, see, I'd be going in as a seaman instead of like I think it's a seaman apprentice, I believe. I gotta review my book. Yeah, so boom boom. What else? So fast forward, you make friends, you start talking to other people because you're going through the same experiences, blah, 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 blah. Then it was time to pick my job. Now, one thing I'm gonna say before I tell you about my story picking my job is, don't go there job locked. I know there might be a job that you really want, like, yes, I want to do this, but there's so many factors that might not let you get the job. So just be open-minded to maybe having to pick something else. You are able to, once you're in your branch, you're able to have your job like they could work with you with what you want to pick after you're actually in. So you do have to kind of pick something. So my experience was that I wanted to go in for IT, information technicians. Yeah, information technician, I believe that's what it's called. Yeah. And what happened? Boom. They had to run like a credit check or whatever, blah blah blah. And my credit is good, but there was something on my credit that hindered me from getting it, which I didn't know about until they ran it, which I'm glad they did, because I was so confused, and like I would have never known that if they didn't do that. So basically that hindered me from getting it. So then they offered me 2 other jobs, which is like AECF and SECF. SECF is like the submarine version of AECF. But basically you either become like a fire control specialist or electronics technician. And I had no idea what those 2 were. And in a moment, it just felt like they just were telling me about it just to get me to sign something. It had a nice bonus. The AECF had a 25K bonus, and the SECF had a 60K bonus. But 6K bonus, you could tell why. Submarine, like nobody kind of wants to go underwater. Above water, okay. Underwater, nah. So, those were my other 2 options. And also with the AECF job, it gave me advanced placement to E4 after completing A school. So after A school, I would literally be at E4, which is great. And even the IT job had the advanced placement. So it was really between those 2, but I didn't know anything about the ACF. Literally all I did was watch videos about IT and Reddit IT about the Navy, and it was great. It looked good, and I didn't look at nothing else. Boom, that's what I was stuck on. So don't go there job locked. Don't go there just thinking this is the job I want, this is what I'm gonna get, blah blah blah. It is possible. It's very possible you can get the job that you go there looking for. It really depends on whatever your branch is, we call it Big Navy, needs and what they have available. Remember, it's not just you, not just people in the office, it's people around the whole country that's going through the same process as you, and you're not the only one that wants that job. And there's not a lot of spots because everything's like planned out for the future. So even boot camp, that's why you get different dates, because they got the basically planned out. Boom, you go to boot camp this time, you're expected to graduate this time, so that means you're supposed to be in school by this time. So they gotta plan all that out. So couldn't pick. I was indecisive about it, but I kind of said, all right, I'll do AECF, and then I was supposed to ship out July 24th. I wasn't too sure about it at all, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was doubting it the whole time, and honestly didn't feel comfortable signing something. It was like, oh, I'm probably gonna change it later on, or I don't really want to do this. So plus I'm a big, like, I talk to my family about everything, especially like big decisions like this, so I kind of want to run it by mom and dad and get their opinion on it at first, and then make my decision. But another thing I kind of learned is like, I'm a big boy, you're a big boy or a big girl, so you gotta make those decisions for yourself. So I went upstairs to go do my oath, right? But I did it wrong, because I was supposed to go and do other things before I did my oath. I just went straight to the oath office and then did my oath, which is kind of a sign. I don't know, I took it as a sign that like I wasn't supposed to sign that day, because I did my oath, I stood up, I swore everything. They teach you how to stand up attention and forgot what the other one is. Oh gosh, I forgot the other one is. But I did my oath, and then I went to go sign my contract. My contract was up there because I didn't do the other steps before the oath to get my contract to be there. So I talked to the guy that did the oath, and he was like, I was telling him like, yo, like I'm breaking down in front of him, like, yeah, like I don't know what to do, blah blah blah. He's like, dude, like I'm just the oath guy. Like if you don't want to do this, like you don't have to. Like go downstairs and talk to your branch, and they'll figure it out with you. And I was like, okay. So I went back to the front desk, told them that I wasn't ready to sign, and they sent me back downstairs. And then they were, I want to say disappointed, but like they have a job to do, and you come in and you're qualified for a job and you don't sign, it's a bad look. Not just like, I want to say on you, but like your recruitment office, like it's just like why does he want to sign? And it was a great job. I'm not gonna lie, it's ACF is a great job to get. So it's like, and had a bonus. It was like why is he not signing with us? That's how it looks to like the higher ups in your branch if you don't sign. So they were trying to convince me to sign. They pulled out every like possible measure, and I just, like, with how the day was going, how long the day is, the whole process, like I just did not want to sign. So they put me as a Q and I think it's a Q and J, qualified, and I guess it means I qualified and didn't join or something like that. And I left Meps with no job signed, no contract signed. So I had to wait a while before going back to Meps to do that process again. Not the whole medical and everything, but just the oath and signing my contract, because now it kind of looks like, I'm not saying I'm wasting their time, but you know what I mean. So one piece of advice I'll say, going through Meps is just get some sleep. Make sure you sleep the night before. Don't overthink. Call your recruiter. That's one thing I should have done, and it probably would have saved me so much time, because I feel like if I spoke to my recruiter, because your recruiter, you build a bond. Well, I built a bond with my recruiter, and she's been transparent with me. She's helped me out and like answered all the questions and reached out to other people to like give me advice and whatever. Like, she's been awesome. So talk to your recruiter. Yes, they got a job to do. They do have numbers to make, but their numbers are going to be made whether you sign or not. So just think about all the times you go into the office and you see people sitting there like same shoes, like you're not the only one. So, and they don't get like commission off of you. So don't think like, oh, they just want you to sign and get you to do this, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they do care about you, but they have a job to do, and they have to get as much people in that's ready to go in. Like, they'll take their time and help you, but they're not gonna baby you the whole time. Yeah, I mean, it gets to depends, but yeah, just get some sleep. Be open. If you have any questions, call your recruiter and talk to them. They're your friends. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of, but they are there to make sure you feel like you're making the best decision. And if you really trust your recruiter, like I do, then you won't feel bad when you finally sign that contract. Boom. So I will be making another video of when I do go back to Meps, or when I did, because I actually did go back to Meps. I got another story about that. So I'll be making another video about my experience going back to Meps, and if I sign the contract, the world may never know. But stay tuned to the next video. Appreciate you guys for watching. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me guys about your experience, or if you're about to start your Meps experience. Let me know in the comments how that was for you, and if there's anything you guys relate with, or if it was any different with you guys' experiences. Peace out, y'all. Bye.
I've been lonely as a Tyler. I get all my money and I rob them. Do a 50, yeah, you got them slipping. Hit them with that drink and bust them up and saw everything inside.